All right, boys, here we are back at it.
Right back at it.
Just
Right back in the
like
saddle.
we are pulling a double header. We're pulling a double shifter tonight. We just got done with a great interview. Nat Bar Crawl, and here we are for our second interview of the day.
Yeah.
And we just got done watching the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I was gonna say, is Brad sweet and I'm 16?
Little,
Yeah,
little hyped.
yeah.
We're
Yeah, we are. It's March Madness in full effect in
Yeah.
Iowa. Iowa just took down the Florida Gators,
Hell yeah.
and the boys took down a shot of Prairie Fire to celebrate it,
Right.
and we're ready to
Thank
go
you,
live.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with this. So, picture a company that generates $800 million a year in sales. It has around 700,000 salespersons, and it moves about 2 million units. And that is in just 3 short months. And then the company, it shuts down for the next 9 months. That's right, they don't sell a single unit for the rest of the year. And they still clear $800 million a year. And that's in less than one financial quarter. In today's podcast, we're going to talk about Girl Scout cookies. Boys, those numbers are kind of crazy.
I know. I thought we were talking about the Dunlap boys shoveling snow back in the day.
Right?
Right.
I just can't wrap my head around those numbers.
Bonkers.
I-
Unpaid salespeople.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the best
No commission.
labor
It's
for
no labor like child labor.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a concept, huh?
Yeah. So those numbers, so that funds a lot of campouts. It funds a
Yeah.
lot of the Girl Scout activities. But yeah, those numbers are crazy. So the Girl Scout cookies first started selling in 1917, and it started with a Girl Scout troop in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And when they originally started, the moms and the daughters were the ones responsible for making the cookies, and they sold them door to door. It was just a simple sugar cookie recipe. But then by 1930, the program expanded, and they were produced commercially, kind of to meet the needs. Ironically enough, in 1930, Lou Henry Hoover was the first lady in the White House, and she was also the honorary president of Girl Scouts USA, and she was the one that promoted Girl Scout sales, which kind of legitimized Girl Scout cookie sales in the United States. Uh, I guess it, I don't know if girls were going door to door,
Yeah.
saying they were Girl Scouts, but the fact that Lou Henry Hoover supported
So
it,
there may have been pirate organizations that were trying to cash in.
I guess, yeah. So
Yeah.
the fact that
I always check when a Girl Scout comes to the door.
Right.
I always check.
right,
I think what's most impressive about those business stats you just put out there is the Girl Scouts made the somewhat risky decision to go head to head in the door to door high caloric snack fundraising sales against the world's finest chocolate.
oh,
Yeah.
the world's
And-
finest.
And with this mere recipe, they won.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
continue to win head to head over the finest chocolate in the
In
world.
the world.
Right.
I
Right.
digress.
So what we're going to do tonight, in the spirit of uh, the basketball tournament, men's and women's basketball tournament, we are going to pit 5 Girl Scout cookies against each other, and then we have included an additional 3,
Some sleepers.
right? Some sleepers just off the shelves to see if the Girl Scout cookies can hold up against, what you can buy in the store. So,
Cookie madness.
Okay.
all right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put regular Girl Scout Thin Mints versus regular Girl Scout Explore Mores. So, John, if you
Okay.
wouldn't mind going up and getting that. So, a little bit of interesting data here. The Thin Mint is the best-selling cookie. It's the number one best-selling cookie. So, it's the Thin Mint versus the Explore Mores.
The first problem we have here is John is getting them room temperature off the counter behind us.
Yeah,
There are those, my wife would be that, who think that the thin mint must be consumed right out of the freezer.
yeah. No, I don't disagree with that.
Thin Mint superior frozen. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. I actually thought about the other three cookies that we had introduced as being cold thin mint versus room temp thin mint.
Okay, I don't really know what the presentation we want here, boys, but
Well, yeah, I don't think it has to be.
more.
All right, so the Thin Mint, the number one bestseller, and it sells roughly between 25 to 36% of the total sales every year. So
Yeah.
almost a quarter of all sales
All right.
are these Thin Mints. Um, I don't have the sales numbers for,
Do you have the data on what are these Explorer s'mores?
yeah. So the Thin Mint Explore more is here. So let me,
Okay,
so,
this is the Explorer more a new.
Yeah.
I mean, it's new, but how new?
It's new to me.
so the
Oh,
Explore Mores are a Rocky Road ice cream inspired cookies filled with flavors of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almond cream. So that's the Explore More. And then the Thin Mint is, we know, is just a chocolate flavored Thin Mint. So let's go ahead and
Okay, we
have one of these.
okay. Thank you.
can explore more.
So we're going to kind of pit these against each other.
Okay.
I'm going to get a glass of milk here.
Okay.
What do you have going on there, Brad?
Well, we talked about this earlier on the other, maybe on a break from the other show, talking about the old Hy-Vee brand, kind of super hard,
Yeah.
crunchy cookie with a little interior thing. And this is giving me the cookie itself is giving me that vibe. It's not quite as hard.
Yeah.
I've never had this before. I've never had the Explore More.
So if you're listening, the what we have is we have a two cookie sandwiched with a kind of like an Oreo, and it's not an Oreo filling.
No,
It's like almond paste. There's almond in there,
yeah,
little marshmallow flavor.
it's not as frosting like, I would say. Its viscosity is lower
Hmm.
than like the Hy-Vee product I was talking about before.
So now we're gonna go for the number one seed, the Thin Mint, the Girl Scout branded Thin Mint.
Yeah.
I never really noticed that the Thin Mints have like little perforated tops on them. I've never examined them. They've all went from like immediately to the package to my pie hole, but they have like. Does yours have
Yeah,
perforated tops?
they do. I think
Oh.
that's actually kind of new school as well. I think the Thin Mints from our childhood did not have that. Yeah, it's also a good chance to comment on the box and packaging. The Girl Scout cookie has got the box has gotten a lot smaller. Was it not a 3-row
Yeah.
presentation? Now it's only 2 rows, right?
Or they call that shrinkflation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but they've added to the price, so.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've got 5 boxes and it cost me $30. So
Okay.
I don't know what they've got to be making. I don't know how much it would cost to make. My guess is it's probably less than $1.
Yeah.
A little bit of money goes to whoever bakes it. Well, I know who bakes it, but
Well, I've got my very strong opinion, but I guess before I take it, I'll let Brad go first.
Not a big Thin Mint guy.
oh
Okay.
I'll be honest about it. Sorry.
Okay.
And if that's offensive
no,
to
No,
that's fine.
not my thing.
Okay. So which of these 2 cookies do you have moving to the next round?
I guess I'd go with the Explore More.
John?
There you go. I mean, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't deflate anyone's balloon, but never been a Thin Mint guy. Don't pay attention to them because I don't really prefer them. If that's just, I'll stop there.
That's fine. John, do you have opinion?
I'm just taking a minute to process what I've just heard.
Right.
My take on what we just did here, this was a 1 versus 16.
Right.
The 16 didn't even show up. No offense to the Girl Scouts. I just don't even think that's a good cookie. That's terrible. Did you get any marshmallow, almondy, rocky road out of that? It was just
You
a
want to try it again,
terrible attempt.
Do you want to take on more calories?
I don't particularly care for these, but
Okay. The fact that you would even acknowledge it over a Thin Mint is just. Do you like other mint presentations? Shamrock shakes? I
the
mean,
Thin Mint has very little going for it.
did you shoot a bald eagle dead today? Or
It's visually unappealing. It's not exciting to eat. I've never been impressed with the Thin Mints, and I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
all
not
right.
sorry.
And so when you have that, you're like, yeah, this is more satisfying than a Thin Mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Ray, are you settling the tie or what are we doing here? Yeah, right. We got 3, so you have to settle the tie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Thin Mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's good, and I have too much legacy pleasure to,
Hmm.
I'm with John. I'm not a big fan of that the cookie.
I liked the description of that cookie.
Yeah,
If they had executed
right.
some marshmallow and almond flavor in there, I would have been all about it.
I want to be clear. Neither of them are my cup of tea.
Okay.
So we had to go head to
You
head.
felt like you just
I'll
watched a
take the
really ugly
the
game.
Thin Mint does almost nothing for me,
Okay.
Right.
and that's just where I stand on it.
Well, there are no wrong answers, but there are extremely wrong answers, and you just offered one. All right.
Well,
What's wrong?
Brad, I'm going to be excited to see what you say with this because we're going to do the Craven Thin Mint versus the Lemon Ups. So we're
Okay.
going right off of, we're going right off. But listen, we just had people down here that said the Craven version of the Thin Mint
Huh.
is better than the Girl Scout Thin Mint.
So now I'm trying sawdust and trying
The Teen Youth Thin Mint.
I'm trying peanut shells, and then I'm gonna try. I don't
And
know.
you in general like citrus anyway, right? You're kind of a citrus person?
No,
Really? No?
I mean I like citrusy things, but that's not like when it comes to cookies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. No, I'm more chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into it, but like there are other combos that give me much more satisfaction than what we're dealing with here.
So,
All right.
all right. So let me tell you what we're looking here for those that have not had a lemon up before. So we're looking at a kind of a good sized lemon citrus cookie, and the top of it is
Do they all say something different, or do they all?
Mine says I am a leader.
mine says
Okay.
I'm an innovator.
Mine says I'm a risk taker.
Here we go.
It's almost like fortune tellers.
Yeah, okay. I like that
What's happening?
concept. It's a
Okay.
gamified cookie. I like that
All
already.
right. So the back side of this, it has a light smear of
Yeah,
a citrus frosting.
I
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Right. And I will say at one time these were bigger. I
Hmm.
mean, these were like as big as my
So
palm when I was.
so is this an official? This
This is a Girl Scout cookie.
Okay, it is. See, we never get these at mine.
When the Girl Scout lemon first came out, it was like a vanilla, like an Oreo, right? With vanilla and then a lemon cream in the middle, right? So we've kind of grown to this.
Hmm. All right.
It could be more lemony.
Yeah. So now,
Whoa, sorry.
so now we're in the part of the tournament here where it's this, those two went head to head, and then we're gonna go this lemon versus some other kind of lemon. Is that what's happening?
No, I think we're going this lemon versus another minted cookie.
Yeah,
Right.
this is the high V version of the lemon or the high V version of the mint.
This feels like a play-in game. Like,
Okay.
So this is the Team U version of the.
So this is very much they're going for the original.
Who
Yeah.
knows though? Maybe the Girl Scout cookies copied this. Maybe the Girl Scouts like, oh, they got perforated tops. We're gonna have perforated tops. You don't like this?
Mm-mm.
I think it's better.
you think that's been an original Thin Mint?
I do. I
Okay.
think the cookie is like it's a,
So it's a lighter cookie, wouldn't you
yeah.
say?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think that's gonna freeze as well.
That might be a good point. That might be a good point. And I think it's a little bit mintier too.
Yeah. I like the original better.
All right.
I need to know more background story because I also just want to dock points for corporate America ripping the Girl Scout cookies cookie. And I
Right.
guarantee you that Thin Mint did not copy this. It's the other way around.
Right.
But you see the other, I don't know if you bought any, we're going to have any, but they've also introduced other imitation Girl Scout, like the coconut chocolate. I think
Craven has 4 cookies. The
the
Hy-Vee
Girl
has,
Scout knockoff.
right. They have 4 Girl Scout knockoffs. And Brad, you said Nutter Butters was one of yours.
Childhood memory of
Right.
peanut butter, yeah.
And there's a Girl Scout cookie that's kind of a Nutter Butter-esque.
Okay.
So
Oh, seriously?
there's other.
Okay.
I didn't get the full cadre of. I've just got the deal, the 5%.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, Brad, the lemon or the Craven?
I'd give the edge to the lemon.
I'm going to give the edge to the lemon too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But I'm a little worried about the Girl Scouts this year because we've tried 2 relatively new offerings and Neither one of those are
Yeah.
stellar cookies.
All right. So lemon advances.
Okay.
All right. So Thin Mints, the number one all-time seller. Samoa's Caramel Delight, consistently number two. They sell around 19 to 20%. So just the first two, Thin Mints and Samoa's or Caramel Delights, they sell over half of all of them.
Yeah.
So then it's the tagalongs, which are the peanut butter patties.
Yeah.
John, this time we're going to do tagalongs versus Samoa's. The dosi dos, which are the peanut butter sandwiches, those are your Nutter Butters. And then the trifles or the shortbreads, those are the fifth. So,
Tagalongs versus Samoas.
right. So if we're going to have a Mount Rushmore of Girl Scout cookies, it'd be Thin Mint, Samoas, tagalongs, and then it's kind of a battle between dosi dos and trifles.
You're putting Samoans.
Samoas, yeah. So,
Samoans.
That's a Samoa.
right.
Yeah.
And here is a tagalong.
Yeah. Those.
What do you want?
Are we getting more into your
Samoa?
wheelhouse here, Brad?
These two are
Heavy
what I-
hitters. Yeah.
These are my. These
You're
are my
hoping
number.
these guys go deep.
They're my 1 and 2. You're putting my 1 and 2. You're putting,
Oh.
Duke up against
Yeah.
Florida.
Iowa, they share.
So,
Yeah.
so there's two bakeries that make these Girl Scout cookies. One is called ABC Bakery, and one's called Little Brownie Bakers. They make the same cookies, but they are named something different. The boxes might even say something different. So Samoas are, I think, in Little Brown Bakers are Samoas, and ABC Bakers are called Comrade Delights. Tagalongs are called peanut butter patties. Dosi dos are peanut butter sandwiches. Thin Mints are the only cookie that both call thin same cookie. So the Samoa chocolate and caramel cookie, and it has a toasted coconut finish on it.
Yeah.
So the first thing that hits your tongue is the chocolate on the bottom. The finishes off with kind of a coconut, a toasted coconut flavor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
No, we're in the heavyweight battle here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be tough. I could see why this might not have been good on my part, but
I like, maybe it's a little bit of the savory element. So the Thin Mint is just cookie and chocolate. Doesn't have much in the realm of complexity in mind.
With a fresh snap of it.
Yeah, I think the texture and the multiple ingredients going on here. You've got chocolate, you've got crunch. There's almost a little bit of a salt to it. Certainly with maybe that's just it. I like the combination of crunch, salt, and sweet together.
Yeah.
More than just I'm not a mint. I'm just not big on mint. So like both of these are what I go for, and they're gone. We'll get we'll get 3 boxes of the Thin Mints, the Samoas, and the Tagalog, and these are all gone. And Stephanie's still got Thin Mints, and then they go in the freezer, and then they're there for months. But
right.
these are gone immediately.
Yeah.
So I can sit here. Yeah, I like this.
Brad, this is going to be tough for you. Are you going to be able to come to a decision, or are you going to have to flip a coin here? Samoa's. John?
Samoa's for me.
I'm going with the Samoas as well. Brad, you pretty much touched on all the things about the Samoa. It's got just incredible mouthfeel. It's got there's crunch of cookie, there's gooey of caramel.
Yeah.
There's a savory element and then sweet, and then it has the dark chocolate that is the right chocolate to cut through all of that.
Oh, right. Visually, it's interesting to look at.
Yeah,
it's not just a
yes.
It's not just a disc, the lifeless, freaking flaccid nothing.
Right,
exactly.
This has something to look at. It has a great mouthfeel. It's got crunch. It's got a nice finish.
Now, not to diminish the peppermint patty, or as we're calling it here, tagalong, is a fantastic cookie. It's the right flavor combination. Chocolate peanut butter is always just a classic combination. I think these, and I've always felt this way, could benefit from just a little bit larger dollop peanut butter.
Yeah.
Just a little light on the peanut butter for my liking.
Okay.
Well, John, I think you're going to like our next round. But
Okay.
the only one other thing I would say is if you look on the back of a box, it's not made with actual Samoans.
Oh,
No,
Right.
now that I
So
didn't
they're
know.
yeah. So they're Samoan free.
Right.
Yeah.
not made
So,
with, not made by, not nothing.
right. You just eat it well. Just
Okay.
eat them
Yeah.
Samoans.
Yeah.
All right. So our last is this is actually, you know what? It's good. This is a buzzsaw. It's the Temu peanut butter, the basically the tag along knockoff, the Craven peanut butter sandwich versus Oreo.
All right. Okay.
Now, I have talked about the Oreo in the past, how in one of my psychology classes in undergrad, we they were talking about doing a brain mapping, and one of the earliest things they did, because they were researching like where cannabinoids and
Yeah.
cocaine and stuff hit the
What
brain,
happens to the
right? Their base unit or their base reading was the Oreo cookie, and it was hitting the very same pleasure center as cocaine.
Hmm.
So the Oreo cookie
Yeah.
lights up the brain like cocaine does.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we are going to end the end of round one with basically the equivalent of the
Oh,
Girl Scout tag along. So this is a
And I'm
peanut.
assuming this is the Oreo you wanted.
Yeah, that is the Oreo I wanted. And
Okay.
the reason I got that is because I am a sucker for the mint Oreo. So we're gonna have mint Oreo, not just regular.
see, I feel like this is like one thing we should have said when you ran out to
Yeah.
get these. Is
Yeah.
I whip. We talked about this on the holiday episode.
Yeah.
The Shamrock. I feel like you brought a little Shamrock Shake to the table,
Yeah.
which I think would pair nicely with some of these.
Yeah. They actually make an Oreo Shamrock Shake this year.
So I have
And
a
they
Shamrock
did
Shake
that.
story.
Oh yeah.
I had to fly home on St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah, yeah.
and I've had a Shamrock Shake. I'm probably damn near every year since like 1977 when it came out. I mean,
Right.
you always get at least one Shamrock Shake.
I love it.
And I hadn't had one prior to leaving for work and whatnot. But I thought, all right, St. Patrick's Day coming in. Don't often eat at the airport, but I'm just gonna grab a filet of fish meal, the Shamrock Shake,
Yeah.
on my layover.
Yeah.
In the airport,
The Denver
McDonald's.
airport. I know. I hate. Listen,
It's McDonald's.
because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Shamrock Shake sometimes is like gone on the 18th. Like they're gone.
Right.
You guys are more plugged in on this. I didn't even know
So
they were still doing them.
yeah. So I ordered, and they said nothing to me until I slid down the counter, and they're like, "We don't have Shamrock Shakes."
Oh wow.
So I got a Coke, which did not make me happy.
No.
First thing I did when I got home,
Yeah.
grabbed out the cream of mint and made my own Shamrock Shake. So at
Oh,
least
wow.
I had to do homeschool.
Right.
Okay. I could get
But
behind that.
it was
Yeah.
fine. It was decent. Grasshopper, I guess, more than Shamrock Shake. But
Yeah.
check
Yeah.
the box. But so 1-star Yelp review from the McDonald's at the
Yeah,
Denver airport.
absolutely.
If you were thinking about giving anything better, the fries were good salty.
I thought you had to do the Shamrock Shake at 5-speed configuration.
Well, I mean, that's ideal.
I thought that was really cool.
Super ideal for sure, right? Emergency times, you know that.
Yeah.
All right.
You can.
Yeah.
So are you gonna take these mint?
I mean, I guess so. I'm not enthused.
John, is that enough peanut butter for you?
It definitely has more peanut butter, that's for sure.
All right.
Yeah, there's definitely more peanut butter on those Craven versions of that.
Yeah, this is a puffier. If you notice the chocolate on this is the imitation one, right? This is the original Girl
Yeah.
Scout. It's a very noticeable difference
Right.
in the coating. I prefer the Girl Scout natural brown to this kind of,
Right.
I don't know, it's almost got a little dustiness to it. Or
Like a
little
wax.
bit- yeah. There's something like it's made to last on a shelf for a really long time.
Mr. Craven wants you to buy more of these. He really doesn't care if a pony gets fed at a Girl Scout camp. He doesn't care. His cost margins are
Yeah.
the next package you buy. He doesn't care about
Mm.
Flowers the horse.
The Girl Scout crushes that, but I know we're not going against.
Mm-hmm. No, it's Oreo versus the
All right.
Craven peanut butter patty, fudgy peanut butter patty.
So these are both like a store brand, like if we're going store brand versus store brand.
Right. Now I will say
Hmm.
there are certain times of the year
Hmm.
where Oreo does make a double stuff
Oh,
mint.
man.
Right. They make a double stuff all the time, but a double stuff mint is
Yeah.
my very favorite.
Hmm.
Do the other seasonal Oreos, the yellow and pink ones around Easter, those aren't flavored, are they? Those are just colored filling.
So, yeah, so the colored filling, but
They'll do like a pepperminty one at Christmas.
right,
Hmm.
and they'll do a like a birthday cake one that
Oh,
kind of has a
flavored.
different flavor and it has like little crunchy elements inside the frosting.
Yeah. You remember when they ran the contest to like pick a flavor? This is, I don't know how many, 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
They did a contest and you could submit. I submitted a flavor that did not win, but they actually tweeted my flavor that I suggested
Yeah.
as an example of just creative ideas.
Goat cheese.
I got nothing for that other
Yeah.
than just a tweet, but I might
Goat cheese?
avocado cream.
Oh, avocado cream.
Okay. I can see how that might.
I mean, avocado ice cream is a thing
Yeah.
in South America.
Hmm.
It's very vanilla. So anyway,
Avocado cream, like pistachio.
Yeah.
get behind that.
Yeah.
It's like to buy
I'd
chocolate.
try it. Yeah, I'd definitely try it. So, I will say this for me, and Brad is not a big dairy drinker, not a big milk
Oh,
drinker.
he's not getting anything. He likes their mint
Right.
cookies, dairy.
Struggling.
He would be
It's
a
worse
hungry
than
cowboy.
Struggling.
But the Oreo cookie without milk is a different cookie.
Yeah, it is. It's like the non-frozen thin mint.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have a verdict here?
Well, I'm going for the mint Oreo in that round.
I think because I've got a little bit, I don't even know if the right word is aversion, but I'm not a big mint person, so I'm going to go for the low grade peanut butter.
Right. The knockoff
The
peanut butter
knockoff,
patty.
I mean, it is less good than the Girl Scout version, but it's better than this artificial mint toothpaste job.
Right. Well, unfortunately, Brad,
You're gonna
I'm
go
gonna stay Oreo because I'm such a sucker for mint Oreos.
Should we cleanse the palate here with little McGillicuddies?
Yeah, we
Just a little
Something.
fresh blast of mint.
something. No, how about some bourbon?
There you
Just
go.
a bourbon.
Yeah, if you
You
guys want
know.
to take a break and palate cleanse here.
I mean, what do we got? We got
So we have mint Oreo versus lemon. We have Samoa versus thin mint.
yeah.
I don't know if we need to do a
Yeah.
tasting again, but I'm not against having a little bourbon just
Yeah.
to make
Okay.
things right.
Just a splash to cleanse the palate.
All right.
So, while
Well,
John is taking care of that, like I said, there are two bakeries that bake these cookies, the ABC Bakery, the Little Brownie Bakery. The names are slightly different, except for the thin mints. And it is kind of interesting because even in the state of Iowa, so if you're in eastern Iowa, Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, you are eating little brownie bakers. But if you are west of here, you are eating the ABC.
Okay.
So yeah, we get Samoas, and Des Moines gets Caramel Delights. We get tagalongs, and Des Moines gets peppermint
Oh,
patties. We get
okay.
do-si-dos, and they get peanut butter sandwich.
I think one of the things that might have thrown this whole thing off is at the end of the Iowa victory, we had that Fireball,
Yeah,
your preferred version of Fireball,
yeah.
and that maybe threw
There you go,
Thank you,
sir.
John.
Yep.
something. Wow, nice pour, John.
An
I
Iowa
want to give it
victory
credit
pour.
for head for.
Brad's familiar with this pour.
We're dangerously close to finishing the bottle.
John,
The two finger.
John, what are we having here? What is this?
This is Blanton's.
Bland's. Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm done with
Wow.
milk. I'm done with eating. I'm just gonna focus on the Bland's here.
I
All
got-
right, hey, I'm Iowa,
Yeah, in heaven there is no bourbon.
right?
That's right. That's right. Cheers. Hawk victory.
Well, you're definitely welcome. We have enough supply. But what we're left here was with the Samoan, which is the caramel
Okay.
and chocolate and toasted coconut
Okay.
versus the thin mint.
I just want to, and I'm not a stickler for details,
Right.
but these are called Samoas.
Samoa is
There's
not
no-
Samoan, yeah.
There's
No,
no end in it.
listen, I'm intentionally saying in. I just no Samoa.
Samoa.
I know the proper terminology. I'm just a dreamer.
Okay. Okay.
Showbiz, Brad.
Just checking.
Go with it.
check it.
Now, this is off script, but I think I'm just gonna try a little snag of this. It's got pears with bourbon. I mean, I
Oh,
know the
yeah, the
Girl Scouts
coconut
don't
with bourbon.
advertise it that way,
Right.
but
Look on the back of that. Does it say what what whiskey on the back of the Girl Scout package they would pair with that?
It says thin mints go really well with a sparkling watermelon seltzer.
Oh, wow.
And it's
Not what I had. That's not what I anticipated.
and then it says that a Samoan goes really well with Blanton's.
Mm.
So if you like
Mm.
Kirkland flavored pineapple fizzy water, you probably really like a thin mint.
Right.
as a
Because
kid,
they both give the same mouth feel. They have that kind of artificial sweetener to it,
Yeah.
but nothing else.
as a kid, I was forced. I was in Boy Scouts, so I was forced to go around the neighborhood sell popcorn.
Yeah.
We should have been selling whiskey, chasing the Girl Scouts around and chasing their Samoas with
Right,
selling little bottles of bourbon.
right,
Airplane shootout or what?
right.
We did it all wrong.
Absolutely.
Did I ever tell you the story about we sold Christmas wreaths?
Mm,
Did I tell you my Christmas wreath?
no,
We so we sold Christmas wreaths obviously before Christmas. We started selling them like 6 weeks out. And this is back in the 80s when we still got measurable snows. So I was knocked on this door, and this lady every year, she had a double front door. So she would get two Christmas wreaths for her front door, and then she'd get one for her side door, which was also a busy street. And so I knocked on the door. And she goes, I was wondering if you were going to come around, step in, And first of all, it smelled amazing in the house. It's like 6 o'clock. She had had something great for dinner.
She didn't invite you in.
She invited me in. It was
Yeah.
warm. I was freezing. It was snowy. I mean, the snow was up to my knees by this time.
now like where the story's going.
And
hello, young.
This was back before these things made Twitter.
right.
Yeah.
So she asked me how much they were, and I told her, and she goes, "Okay, I've got to go write you a check." And so the way her house was set up, you could see from the front room through the dining room back into the kitchen. So
You
she
go
goes back
to the
there.
boudoir where her checkbook is.
You're right.
Past the heart-shaped tub.
Past the caged Bengal tiger that was in
herself
the
into a glass of brandy and said, I'm just going to write you a check.
Right. So I look over and she has one of these old Crosley radios beside her door as she came in, and there was a bowl full of peanuts.
Mm,
And I had not eaten.
yeah.
And the house smelled really good. And I instantly got hungry. She went into the kitchen and took a left. So I went and got a handful of peanuts and I popped them in my mouth and I ate them. And I could hear her back in the kitchen. Kind of looked around the corner. She wasn't coming. So I popped another handful of peanuts in my mouth.
Yeah.
And ate those. And maybe 60 seconds went by and she still wasn't coming. So I reached in and got another handful of peanuts and I popped them in my mouth. And as soon as I did, she came around the corner and caught me putting those peanuts in my mouth. And I could feel my face get red and my ears get red. And she goes, I am so glad you are eating those. Since my David passed away, all I can do is suck the chocolate off of them.
They weren't salty.
No.
No. And they were kind of soggy.
Right. All right. So, do we have consensus on the Samoan versus the Thin Mint?
I do.
I do now. Now that I've got the plans.
Yeah.
For
Right.
me, Samoans are going to move on to the next round.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, not obviously. This is like the end of Rocky 2, where Apollo and Rocky are just trading blows and who's going to get up. But I do agree the Samoa gets off the mat at the 9 count and wins the heavyweight battle.
Yeah.
If the Thin Mint was frozen, we might have a longer debate.
For me, if you wouldn't have brought out the Blantons, it was
Longer debate.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that actually does pair pretty good with it.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Okay, on the other side of the bracket, we have the lemon ups versus the mint Oreo. Are we going to have an interloper knock off one of the Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, to me, this is like Dowling Catholic playing Ames High School. Like you want to cheer for the public school and
Right.
all the things, but they're the little cyclones. And
Right.
much like the cyclones, that lemon cookie sucks.
Right. I'm with you. I'm
So
going
heavily recruited athletes out of the mint Oreo box win the day
right
for me.
All right. So now we've got mint Oreo. I'm
You got anything,
sorry.
Brad? You got any commentary on this?
I
Are you gonna try and sell us that the lemon might pair with the bourbon too?
I can't
I mean, if that was a respectable lemon
I
cookie,
if
right? You can't enjoy that lemon cookie.
no. I didn't
Okay.
within the no.
This is such an exercise in futility for you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I can't even
Where's the fig Newton for Brad?
right.
The
Exactly.
undisputed
Right?
champion of the
The
cookie
fig,
world.
Bring me a fig. Come on.
right?
Come on.
What were some of the things that Brad had in his I can't
Oh,
remember that
all
episode.
right. We saw the things he had for his sleepovers. Fig Newtons,
Munchos.
Munchos, all the B-list candies.
Yeah. When we were going back to our
Ike and
prior
Mike's.
episode, when we were at the Indian restaurant, I did realize that the what's the name of the thing that they start the meal off with? The they're very thin.
Oh, yes.
They're a muncho texture.
They were. That came up at the dinner.
They're like a flattened out
Yes.
muncho, lighter in color.
Yes.
Like Papa.
It was a great. We just.
So what is it? Is it like a
Popcorn?
crack?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh,
I think it's called Papa.
Let's look it up.
You can put like chutney on it. You can put like
Oh.
lemon, but they're crisps that are like dinner plate sized. And
Yeah.
then you crack them down, but they're very much like the texture of and consistency of. They're very air filled,
Yeah.
right? They're light and crunchy
Right.
and healthy.
It just set the stage for this. This was a business dinner, probably 14 people at the table, some international business counterparts, and a Civco crowd, and in a really nice high-end Indian restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
They bring this out, Brad. These are like munchos.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like,
So here we are, the final game, the Samoas.
Samoas.
minor technicality here.
Since I'm not going to say it anymore, I will say it correctly. Versus the mint Oreo. Now, we have, I think, two very worthy cookies in the final.
Okay.
Brad, ideally, I mean, if you're looking at the list here, who would have been your final two?
I would have put the Samoa versus the Tagalog.
Samoa versus Tagalong. So they were
Yeah.
they just happened to be on the same
You,
side
you
as
put them, yeah.
right up
They
front.
were on
Yeah.
they were on the wrong side of the bracket together.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like two great teams that just
It's tough when mint Oreo's in the mix, where to put the Samoa. But
Yeah.
you're right. It was, I don't know. Definitely if we would have put the Samoa versus the lemon, it would have been a uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. John, what would you have had in your final two if you could have?
Samoa Thin Mint. That would be, those are two cookies that the Girl Scouts could sell year round.
Yeah.
And if we scrap the Girl Scout cookie concept and pitted a tournament of all your favorite cookies, Chips Ahoy,
Yeah.
you name it, Nutter Butters, you throw it in there. These are two competitors in the bracket.
Yeah.
And in this, what we've got on this table today, to me, those are the top two.
All right. How do we want to do this? Do you have strong feelings?
I think we just named Samoa.
I think the Samoa emerged from our bracket.
Right.
The one thing I'll say is I guess there are people who are not necessarily coconut oriented, which I understand. And I'm not a big coconut person, but I think there's just the right amount in the toasted element.
Yeah.
Because that can be a lot. And I think the attitude towards coconut in desserts might be similar. There are people who are okay with it and enjoy it. I think it's somewhat comparable to, and I don't know where you guys stand on this, but pineapple on a pizza.
Right.
Like many people would say that's blasphemous.
Right.
It's kind of like making a Bass and Guinness half,
Right.
black and tan. I'm okay with it.
How do you feel about coconut on your pizza?
Never had it, but I don't think
Give it a try.
I don't think I'd be for it.
This coming from a guy who was all right with corn on pizza in England.
Oh yeah, tuna fish,
Tuna
corn.
fish.
Yeah. I think you got to try
The
things.
pizza crust is just a delivery vehicle. What's on
Right.
top of it could
Yeah,
be a
exactly.
potluck of whatever.
Exactly.
Well, Samoa, congratulations.
Yeah.
You are our champion this year. I think
you guys came into this thinking that the Thin Mint was going to be the clear victor.
Well,
was I too?
I knew that those two would probably emerge as my favorites, but
Okay.
they're neck
Yeah.
and neck for me. And again, a frozen Thin Mint is definitely the better presentation. It's like a frozen Snickers.
I
you know,
agree.
if you put a bracket of candy bars, the Snickers would hold its own.
Absolutely.
But if the frozen Snickers is going against its brethren,
Yeah.
it's even better.
Agree. Agree.
And I'll say this too: if I come out of a Girl Scout cookie season not having a Samoa, I'm not terribly crushed. But if I don't have a Thin Mint, there's a little bit of regret.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that says
So
a lot. I could take it. I should mainly leave it.
Shocking. Just shocking.
Yeah. And that's
But
how it is.
do you have any stats on the top selling? It's get right. Thin Mint's probably up to top selling.
yeah.
Or do you have that?
So
Or is
yeah.
that part of, am I jumping ahead to something you
No, no, you
always
got it.
do?
You were helping out. You're being a helpful engine. When I read that data. So the Thin Mint is the number one bestseller. It's between 25 and 36% of all total sales. The Samoa, number two, is 19 to 22%. So just those two alone
Yep.
consistently account for over half of the sales.
Yeah.
And I think from a profit margin perspective, like what it takes to make a Thin Mint versus what it takes to make a Samoa,
Yeah.
it's got to be the cheaper thing to make,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to it. Whereas there's multiple ingredients, there's a visual component.
So do
Right.
you have the whole list of the available cookies in the breakdown? Is like do they still do a shortbread offering?
I don't have all of them, but the
Okay.
tag-alongs,
Yeah.
the peanut butter patties, those are number three.
Okay.
And those account for about 13 to 16%. The do-si-dos, which are the peanut butter sandwiches.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So that is a cookie, a peanut butter schmear, and then another cookie. Those are about 8 to 11%. And then the shortbread cookies were just the
Yeah.
trifles and trifles are 6 to 9%.
Okay.
That's just the shortbread. And those are fine too, which is basically what the lemon is, I think, except the lemon has a little lemon baked into the shortbread, and then it has that lemon smear on the frosting. So
Did the Girl Scouts do a ginger snap at one time? Do you remember that?
they did.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
they did.
Gone.
Um, After our speed round, I will tell you some of the
Oh,
things
okay.
that
Yeah.
some of the things that are no longer with us. We'll do a what are the in memoriam at the
In
very
memoriam, yes,
end.
for sure.
Okay.
Long lost Girl Scout cookies.
All right, boys, do you have all your Girl Scout cookie
I think so.
feelings out of you?
I think so.
All right, it's time for the speed round. In tonight's speed round, I'm going to give you five cookies and their descriptions. You're going to have to try to figure out which of the three Girl Scout cookies are real
I had a feeling you're going to do this to
and
us.
discontinued, and
Mhm.
which two I made up.
Okay.
Okay.
So three of these are real or were real,
Okay.
and two I just made up.
Okay.
So the first one is the lemon cream cookie.
Yeah.
So the
Think of cheating.
lemon cream cookie was a lemon cream filled cookie with lemon zest icing on the outside of the cookie and lemon cream filling on the inside of the cookie. It was favorited because it had a bright and tangy citrus flavor.
Mhm.
The lemon cream filled cookie. The next offering is the golden Yangles. This cracker textured triangle treat had a robust, easy flavor and was trying to find an audience of savory seeking scouts. The golden Yangle, the campfire pop crunchies. This outdoorsy cookie was inspired by s'mores, and they tried to capitalize on the pop rock craze that featured a graham cracker cookie with marshmallow flavored icing and had adhered chocolate crunches similar to pop rocks that would release a shocking chocolate fizz in your mouth. Campfire pop crunchies.
Mhm.
Moonlight mint meltways. These cool, smoothie, creamy center like a York peppermint patty atop a chocolate graham cookie base and was finished with dark chocolate icing. These cookies were wildly popular but were cost prohibitive and they were too close to the
No.
mint cookie.
Cost a lot. Went back to the cheapos.
And last, the Cinnaspins. This golden pinwheel swirl cinnamon sugar cookie was baked on a soft, almost melt in your mouth texture and somehow managed to be both light and indulgent at the same time. So
Mm.
that's the cinnamon spins. All right,
Okay.
so Brad, we'll start off with you. The lemon cream cookies. Was that real? It was a cream filled
Yep.
between two cookies
Yep.
with a lemon frosting.
They started with that, cost prohibitive, went to something else, and that's real.
John,
Yeah, 100% real.
those were real. Those were real and dealt away with. They were actually a European or international Girl Scout cookie.
Okay.
All right, the next is the Golden Yangles, which was a cracker textured triangle that had a robust, cheesy flavor.
They're fake, but I'd buy those.
John,
Yeah, I go fake with that too.
these were real.
Are you kidding?
No, there was actually
Bring them back.
two offerings that weren't cookies. They were kind of crackers
Yeah.
or chips
Yeah.
where they were trying to get savory
Yeah.
into the
Really?
mix.
I'd be for it.
The Campfire Pop Crunchies. These were the outdoor inspired s'mores that had chocolate cracker.
Yeah.
They had a marshmallow, and then they had a chocolate pop rock fizz on the
Yeah.
top, like campfire pops.
Yeah, you made that up, but I kind of like the idea.
John?
Yeah. If it's real, it's international, but I'm still going to you made that up.
Yeah, I did make
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah.
The Moonlight Mint Meltaways, these were basically York peppermint patties on top of a chocolate graham cookie, and they were wildly popular, but they were cost prohibitive.
I think that probably could be true, and I wish they would have kept them. I'd be better on it.
Yeah, I went true as well on that. Before you answer it, where do you sit on the York peppermint patty, Brad?
Not a big fan. Maybe freeze them in a pinch.
Oh,
You just don't need like a crisp bite in the winter or in the middle of the summer. You just need to feel like you're taken back to the top of the ski lift.
that's
Okay.
my go-to. That's what I have as my
Yeah.
go-to when I need a little something. That's what I
Yeah,
go
I'll
to.
say those little York peppermint patties that sometimes you'll see at a restaurant, on
Yeah.
the checkout, say, and you freeze those. They're just bite-sized freeze.
So
It's
what I think is
fantastic.
that direction, but superior is the Andes mints. You know the Andes
Yeah.
mints?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
Those are good
I like
too.
Little rectangle mints.
I prefer those much more. I think it's the proportioning of the mint
Okay.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm a New York person, but I made that up. I made the Moonlight Mint Meltaways up.
Did you really?
Okay.
All right.
Didn't sound bad.
All right, last but not least, the Cinnespins, a golden pinwheel swirl of cinnamon and sugar cookie baked into a melt in your mouth texture, both light and indulgent. The Cinnespins.
I think real.
I kind of felt real too.
Those were real.
No.
The things that are no longer with us are the chocolatey mint cookies. They were a crisp chocolate wafer that were mint flavored. They tasted somewhat close to the Thin Mint, but they were on top of a wafer and a cookie instead of a cookie. The classic sandwich cookie, which were vanilla or chocolate with cream filled, so they basically battled Oreo, and Oreo was better than
Yeah.
the product they had out. The caramel crunch cookie, which was a shortbread cookie with caramel coating and drizzle. They were buttery and salty.
Yeah.
And the Canadian audiences.
I like that.
Those,
That's kind of like a Twix it. Kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
The chocolate biscuit pack, it has biscuit in it, so of course they're UK and Australia, although they did use milk chocolate from the United States. And yeah, and so worldwide, the mint, uh, the Thin Mint dominates worldwide as well.
Hmm.
All right, boys, we good?
Well, I think we
Yeah.
determined a winner out of this bracket.
Yeah,
It was a good episode. I mean, except for the cookies.
right. It was all good except for the cookie part. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for joining us this week. Thanks for liking and sharing. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for telling us about your friends. I know that we've picked up several parents along the way, so thank you for that. We will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.